Morning-o.
Andy's growling right now. Why are you growling?
Because of that cattle grid at bottom of Hard Knott Pass. There's a bolt, it's locked, padlock on it, and I want to know why.
Jubilee Bridge, you can park at Jubilee Bridge.
I want to know why there's a padlock on that lot.
A cattle grid with a big huge gate next to it for horse-drawn vehicles and animals, and it's padlocked. So you cannot get a dog over it because it's a really high gate.
The high gate, I had to lift Billy over the
with
top
a cattle
of it.
grid.
Stupid.
Not great,
so if you come up Hard Knott Pass on a horse, you can't get up. So don't bother, unless you've got a pair of bolt cutters.
So anyone with
or
a
horse that's jumpable.
that wants to go up Hard Knott Pass, take
a
heed.
horse that can jump.
So yeah, anyway, today, let's get to the point where we are.
Cut all that out.
Cut all that out.
It's a good day.
It's a beautiful day, beautiful weather.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Rewind.
Morning, start.
Rewind.
Take one.
Right,
Good.
rewind. So we're in
Good morning.
the Eskdale Valley.
You can say good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We're in the Eskdale Valley and we're going to head up to Hard Knott. But we're going to go up Brotherwickeld and up to Lingcove Bridge, which is a beautiful packhorse stone bridge. Fantastic views of the surrounding mountains, the high ones. It's a lovely valley. And then we're going to head up on the backside of Hard Knott and then down Hard Knott Pass to Hard Knott Fort. So a little bit of history as well.
Yep.
Yeah. So I hope you join us on our wee adventure.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, it's so close.
Oh, you're in trouble. Look now, go on. Would have come then if he hadn't come over.
Yeah. It's okay, Mummy, we're going. So it's a stunning valley with Big Daddy Bow, actually named Bowfell, sentinel of the valley today. And we're going to head right up to the head of the valley, turning right to head along Eubank and up to Hard Knott, which is up there. And then down Hard Knott Pass. Just watch your back.
Help. Come on.
So the River Esk flows all the way up from Great Moss, and you can access the big ones from Great Moss up onto Scafell. But you've got some lovely blue pools along this route heading up to Lingcove Bridge. You've got a fantastic waterfall with a big deep pool. We've had a wild swim in there before. It's very popular, that area, for diving in. Do you call it gill diving? I'm not quite sure what you call it. You get proper organised groups and you see them jumping in, as the pools and places are very deep, but the water is crystal clear. On a sunny day, just crystal blue water. It's beautiful. It's a lovely spot. See what I mean about beautiful, clear water? That's a deep one. That would be a good pool to swim in. and a bit of a power shower. So here is Tongue Pot. This is where people stand on the top there and jump in. Not sure if you can see this on the GoPro, but that's the Eskdale needle as it is in the shade right now. I can't even see it on here to point because the screen's so small. I think it's there. So coming up to the bridge now. I'll get a bit of angle of it, but this is coming over the top of it. Look at this little spot. We've got the waterfall up there. Let's go there. So Lingcove Bridge, isn't it stunning? There's a beautiful spot here. You could just come to Lingcove Bridge and then back again actually. As I say, you can go to Great Moss from here onto Scafell Pike, the long route. But we are heading on the same, without crossing the bridge, we are heading along the Gill, as I say, to head round the back of Eubank and then Hard Knott. So yeah, you have to follow the Gill for quite a bit actually, up into the valley. But you don't cross the bridge. That's where we had a little wild dip in there, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I fell down the waterfall.
Yeah.
I fell down the waterfall.
Andy was clambering up the waterfall and a lump of rock broke off.
In my hand. Broke off in my hand.
Yeah,
And I fell in. I fell down, eh?
He was lucky. Didn't hurt himself.
It's a nice little private one.
It's a real private
It
pool.
needs to be really warm because there's not much sunshine in there.
It was cold, wasn't it? So you keep to the right hand side of this ravine. It's a fantastic place. It's like a great big crack through the landscape. So as you can see, we start to head right up into the head of the valley. It's quite a faint path, but there is one. You head over this bit of a landslide, eroded section, and you keep going. You feel like you're really heading away from your objective, and you are, but you've got a black dotted line on an OS map where you turn off. You've got Crinkle Crags in front, Bowfell. There's Crinkle Crags. There is actually a footpath or way onto Crinkle Crags from here. Be a long route in though. Here he comes. You could bag Hard Knott Fell with Harterfell. You could literally come down off Harterfell, cross Hard Knott Pass and go straight up onto Hard Knott and then back down to Hard Knott Pass again as a linear. But it's so worth doing on its own. As you come up the lovely Lingcove Bridge, and it's a stunning valley. So it's really nice to do on its own, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. You might just want to get it out the way and bag it with Hardknott. Entirely up to you. I'm giving you the option. Right, so you've got Crinkle Crags. So you've got Crinkle Crags, Bowfell, Esk Pike. You've got Gill Crag, is it Broad End? Or Broad Crag, sorry. Broad Crag. You've got Great End. I'm trying to see from this GoPro. Scafell Pike. As you've got Pen, just down from Scafell Pike. Going along Mickledore, Scafell, over to Slight Side. I think I got that right. So we've reached the junction where we're going to turn right now, heading over to Eubank. It's easily missed. It's just a very faint grassy trod. I'll pan you round. Barely visible, but there is a black dotted line on the OS map. You just follow that on your map.
You don't get a name like Rockstar from nowhere.
If you feel like it, it's not far from the path. This is the summit of Eubank. With a cracking view. You can see the coast. You can see Scotland. The Eskdale Valley. And that is Hard Knott over there. A nice gentle climb. So about halfway along past Eubank, you've got a bit of a boggy area. There's actually a tarn on the map. It's water for Billy anyway on a hot day, but it's not too hot today as there's a really cool wind. So it's nice. Just right for walking. What a perfectly placed hurdie. You can see down there, that's the ravine we walked along, past that crag, right round. And up here, just look at that view. I just had the Larvati blowing its horn. So here we have the summit of Hard Knott Fell. It's a nice cairn on a boulder. So Andy's just got his drone going.
Whoa, it's coming back.
Oh, it is coming back. So that's looking over Cockley Beck and Hard Knott Pass. You've got Greyfriar and you've got the Great Carr's Ridge. Swell, how is it? Prison Band. Coniston Fells will be right over there. You've got the Dunnerdale Fells right over there in the distance, and the coast. You've got Scafell. You've got Scotland over there. Is that the Isle of Man?
That's the Isle of Man.
Because you can see the Isle of Man really clearly. Wow, really clear. Eskdale Valley. And back again on the big ones, the Scafells, Esk Pike, Bowfell, the Crinkles. Wow, look at the lights. Oh, it's cold. Oh. I know, absolutely Baltic up here. Lovely Cockley Beck. And the Donnerdale Forest. You'd have Scafell Pike, the Donnerdale Fells, Hardknott. Just see the coast there. That could probably be Barrow, would it be? Maybe. Looking up, that would be heading up over to Hard Knott Pass. That's Longstand, that's a really lovely summit. Behind that would be the Crinkles and Coal Pike. Fantastic. Such a cracking wee summit, it really is. And it's so easy. A real easy fell to do, with amazing views of the big ones. So we're heading off Hard Knott Summit now.
Because we couldn't find the needle!
Well, I couldn't be bothered, to be honest. We don't know exactly.
She wouldn't look! She wouldn't look!
I don't know exactly where
I
it
had
is.
it under control, I knew where it was. Because my friend Simon told me.
We don't know exactly where it is.
I did, Simon knows.
You don't
he
know.
told us.
You don't
it's a
know.
secret between the boys.
You don't know.
We know.
So we're going to do a bit more research and then try and find it another time.
Don't need to do research.
Because-
I'll do it in my next video.
Yeah, and you can just do it.
I'll do it.
That's a better idea, because I really can't be bothered. I'm not that bothered about it, to be honest. You know, a stone pillar.
Oh dear me, it's massive. It's like a towering
Bit of
tower
rock.
block.
So it is on the edge of very steep ground. So because we don't know exactly where it is.
Tracy didn't want to go. I was already
Well, no,
there.
we tried. I did try, but then I just got fed up with trying to get down off these really steep, sheer rocks. So I just
Well,
said
in all
no.
honesty, I actually found it. I was stood right next to it, below it, but obviously because I'm not doing a video, I don't have my GoPro, so
No,
I couldn't
you
film
didn't.
it.
No, you
But I
didn't.
did. I was there.
No, you
yeah, I was
didn't.
there, right by it.
Just making out that you know everything
Quite impressive.
when you don't.
It's a bit like the Nape's needle without the point.
Whatever. So we're not going to it anyway. So yeah, we're just going to head down. You head towards Border End and you're heading towards Hard Knott Pass. There is a bit of a faint trod leading you down through the crags and boggy ground.
I'll put a link into my telephone video because I
We've got
filmed
two
it.
paths going off here, one to the left, one straight on.
Straight on sounds good to me, unless you want to end up in Coniston.
That's Hard Knott there, and you come down. I would stick to the left-hand path coming off Hard Knott and stick to the left-hand side of that jelly bog. If I were you.
Huh? I'm stuck.
And you just fell down the hole.
painful.
He hasn't really fell down it, don't worry. But look at that. How dodgy is that?
You could get your head in it.
It goes up to your knee. So it's lovely looking down into Crinkle Beck and the Crinkle Beck Valley. So we're not far now from the actual Hard Knott Pass. There's another little wee tarn there. I don't know what another is. Just in case you have a dog. There's plenty of water up here for them. So we're at Hard Knott Pass now, and you can park there. There's room for about 3 cars there.
Park over the other side there as well.
But there is a big but. You do have to negotiate Hard Knott Pass at the bottom, which isn't that nice for some people. It's very steep and windy, isn't it? And the camber on the road is horrific. So if you can cope with that, you can park up here.
I can get up in a little iGo. So if you can get up in an iGo, you can almost get up in anything.
Well, most people do get up here, but it is a bit hair-raising. So the path just comes down to the right of these steep crags. That's Boulder End up there. You don't really want to be coming down off Boulder End. There is a path off it, but you're in very steep ground. So it's best just to head to the right-hand side of these crags. To Hard Knott Pass. There I am. So at the bottom of Hard Knott Pass you've got Hard Knott Fort, which is an old Roman fort. They used to station military soldiers. So we've got some drone footage of that and some previous vlog footage, so I'll put that in this video.
Pretty good guess that they had soldiers at the fort.
But it might be an old Iron Age fort.
Well, it might have been a holiday complex.
And then it would just be a settlement,
Could
wouldn't it?
Could have been a Roman holiday complex.
So it doesn't have to be soldiers at a fort, clever clogs.
Could have been an old... Yeah, exactly. It could have been a holiday complex.
Now we've got this cracking view into Eskdale, on a good path, on a good road. You can see the fort just there on a shelf. It's actually a really good example of a fort. It's got quite the walls are still quite established, and you've got the good foundations of what used to be there. Here's this section of the Hard Knott Pass. It's just a little bit steep and bendy and a bit of a bad camber on it for cars. You wouldn't do this if it was icy, put it that way. In fact, I think that do they close Hard Knott Pass if it's
Most
icy?
of the time, yeah.
Yeah, they put a sign up.
They close all of them really, apart from...
But it's a great road to actually walk back on with the views. That's the car park for the fort. Hard Knott Fort was built between 120 and 138 AD during Hadrian's rule. It includes granaries, headquarters and the commandant's house and bathhouse, which guarded the Roman road which linked the coast from Ravenglass to the Lake District at Ambleside. The fort used to house 500 soldiers, and nearby there is a flat parade ground where they used to practice their fighting skills. It is one of the best examples existing today, and is situated in a remote and fantastic location on a shelf with great views of the surrounding mountains. here saying, Hard Knott Roman Fort, the wall below the narrow slate course is original Roman work treated to prevent collapse. Above this, the wall has been reconstructed from fallen Roman facing stones to a height of not more than 6 foot 6 inches, which was the maximum height of original work found in the position. So there you have the narrow slate course there. So everything below that is the original Roman wall. So this is the bathhouse that the Roman soldiers used to use. They used to like their steam rooms and their bathhouses to keep clean and probably to warm up, because it would have been freezing at this fort, quite an exposed place. So yeah, and you can see from above it's a perfect circle when you get an aerial shot of it. So are you going to pretend to have a bath? Are you going to pretend to strip off and be in the steam room?
I think I can smell bubble bath.
You can smell bubble bath.
Yeah.
So this step here is literally walking in footsteps of soldiers, Roman soldiers.
What you doing, sleep? Want some bubble bath?
Come on, you. Walking in the footsteps of soldiers. There you go.
Maximus, Decimus, Meridius.
So we're going to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
As we're at the fort.
If you've been wondering who the young-looking guy with out the bandana is, it's me.
Somebody made a comment you looked a lot younger without
Without
your
the bandana, so I'm not wearing it anymore.
Yes, so we're saying goodbye as we're near the car. Hope you enjoyed this wee adventure. It's a nice easy one. Beautiful valley, stunning views of the big ones. You're all right.
Big ones.
Oh, the big ones?
There's some big ones.
We've got a car coming, sorry.
Don't worry about it.
So I hope you enjoy this. Hope you enjoy this video, and if you like what you see, please consider subscribing.
They like what they see.
If you haven't already, and whoever has already subscribed, thank you very much.
If you like
Bye
what
for now.
you see. Exhaust now for it being 47. 47 mile an hour when you put it up.
We've got a whole backlog of bikers here because the biker at the front has got a really big bike and he had to stop to let a car pass on Hard Knott Pass, and he can't get back up the hill and he keeps falling off. Like the bike just keeps collapsing on its side. So he's having a bit of trouble. So there's a massive backlog now, huge backlog of bikers and cars. Because for some reason on a bank holiday everyone thinks, oh, let's go up Hard Knott Pass and ride a nice pass. It'll be fun. For some weird, strange reason. Anyway, I'm heading to Jubilee Bridge just to show you what a lovely spot it is and what a lovely old bridge it is. Away from the pandemonium back behind me. There you are. Isn't that stunning?